Okay guys, welcome back to another video. I'm been requested to make a food item tutorial um, based on what was DM'd to me on Discord. So here I am making that tutorial for you guys. So basically we're just going to be using the same template as the one from the last videos. So this is going to be episode 2, basically the continuation of last videos. Um, so basically all you have to do is go into your behavior pack folder, go to items, and let's make a new item. We're gonna make a chocolate bar. Okay. Okay, guys. So after creating the JSON file, I'm just gonna open it. Of course, I have it over here. So I already made the code ahead of time. That way we don't waste time going through this because I already went through most of this last episode. So I'm just gonna pretty much copy my format here. So let me go through this really quickly, just for those that are just started watching me. So the identifier, this is what's going to identify your item. You're gonna include this in the majority of your code, and that being either in the custom entities blocks, or just custom items in general. So the foil, of course, all of this you can find in the Minecraft wiki, which I did go through last episode. That's why the last episode was so long, because I want to make sure that everybody understood where and how you can create these JSON formats. That way you have a better understanding of how everything works. Of course, the effects, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Absorption, it's an effect in Minecraft. You can easily test that yourself. The chance is basically from scale to 1 to 5, 1 being the highest chance, and 5 being the lowest. I mean, 1 is basically your 100%, and 5 would be like, I don't know, your 25 or 0 percent. And then the duration, of course, that's going by seconds. Amplifier, this is basically just the strength on your effects. For the absorption, I just want it for 1. I don't want the chocolate bar to be too overpowered. So it's only for a strength of 1 and a duration of 1. The regeneration, of course, I just included that because why not? The amplifier has a strength of 3, duration of 2. Um, the stack size, I mean, it speaks for itself. You can the number of items you can stack for it. The use duration, I know the default for it is 32. I just halved it because, let's be honest here, nobody eats a chocolate bar for that long. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Alrighty, guys, so we're just gonna close this now. And now we're going for the recipes. So now what you're going to do is you're basically just going to do the same thing as you did for the other one. You're gonna give it the name chocolate bar JSON. And now you are going to open that. Once again, I did prepare for this. I already have everything set up for myself. Um, so this is basically the same thing as the iron dagger that I made last video. Of course, this represents your crafting table, you know, the 3 by 3. This is basically what you would use to craft your item. The Minecraft die, this is the identifier for um, the cocoa beans. Of course, the cocoa beans, they have a data of 3. You can actually figure this out on your own by loading up the game and just giving yourself the item. So if you do, I believe it's give at self die, and then the number of die that you want, and then of course the data value, and it's going to be 3. If you put in this command, it's going to give you the cocoa bean. Same thing for the buckets. So if you give yourself add self buckets 1 and then the data value, yeah, data value of 1, and then that should give you the milk bucket. And then the sugar doesn't really have a data value, so you don't have to worry about that. You just put in Minecraft sugar. Um, and that should all be in the game as well. You can find these in the game. At least that's how I found them. Um, so basically, of course, all this will equal to the chocolate bar, and then it will craft 3 chocolate bars. Uh, and basically, that's how I set up mine, guys. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go over to the resource pack. Um, so resource pack items. We're gonna do the same thing. Chocolate bar JSON. I of course prepared for this. So once again, I have the format set up already for myself. Of course, the identifier same as before. The category I did change it to food. Just because it'd be reasonable to have it as a food in the food category. The Minecraft icon, of course, it's going to be the same as your name. The use animation, this was not included in the last video, so I'm including it now. That way you guys know you can use the animation or the eating animation whenever you create your custom item. So this is basically the component for that. The render offset, I just did chocolate bar. You can basically give it the name that you'd like. It doesn't have to be a specific one. And yeah, guys, that's basically it for this part. Alrighty, so now we're done with this. So now we're gonna go to the text file. This one's really easy, guys. Um, I have no other way to put it. It's extremely easy. So this one, you're just gonna do the same thing they did for the custom item. This one's gonna be chocolate bar, and of course the name, and then you would put the name that you wanted to display in game. So I wanted to give it a capital C, um, and then of course capital B with the bar, and that's it. That's all you really need to do. Keep in mind, guys, I would highly recommend you to keep everything lowercase, at least for your identifier. Anything else that you want to display in game, you can just give it a capital letter, or you can even give it a color on the text. Uh, but I mean, it's really up to you guys. All right, now we're gonna go on to the next part. Alrighty, so let's close this and then go to the textures. And this one is really easy. It's like really easy, guys. So in order to figure out where you're gonna start putting your next item, you look at the texture data, right? It closes right here. So now you go down here to the next one. This is your custom item. You're gonna put a comma here, and then you're gonna start the name of your item, chocolates bar, and textures. This, like I said in the last episode, this basically uh, directs the game to your textures. And that's it, guys. That's all that is. Oh, and let me just put this down. I like my format like that, so I'm just gonna do that. Alrighty, guys, so now that we're done with that, I'm just gonna close that. And then I'm gonna make the textures. So as you can see, I still have the old dagger. Um, I did improve the texture on it while you guys were waiting for this next episode. So I'm just gonna drag this over here. So this is my new texture that I made. So this is basically um, the iron sword. I just compressed it as much as I could to replicate the idea of a dagger, and that's it. Now for the chocolate bar, just gonna, sorry, just gonna copy, and there you go. So my chocolate bar, I worked probably like 10 minutes on it, to be honest with you, just to get the right colors and everything and the shape. But that's it, and that's it. That's all you really gotta, what you guys have to do for the custom food items, and you can do the same thing for any other custom item. You just have to follow the format, of course, and the behaviors for it. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Okay, so let's create a new world. Of course, as you can see, I have my beautiful pack icon. I'm probably gonna change it in the future, to be honest with you. And then let's change that. These are my default settings. You guys don't have to follow this. Maybe the experimental, depending on what you want to add to the game. I know not all the custom features are available um, on this version of Minecraft, so you might want to include experimental gameplay. Okay, so now I'm going to give myself a crafting table, and then give myself chocolate bar, and then I'm gonna show you guys my iron dagger because why not? It's it's very beautiful. All right. So let's also do the crafting for it too. Where's milk? And then where is the sugar? Here it is. And then let me show you guys what I meant for the command. So die 1, 4 I believe. No, I'm sorry, it was 3. Yeah, see? It was 3. Let me give myself some more. And then let's go to game mode S. Let's craft this thing. If I remember correctly, I did this. And yeah, and they crafted 3, just like I wanted it to. So let's give myself a hunger effect. Amplifier, like I said, it's the strength of it. Just gonna give myself maxed out. Oh, that went by too quickly. And there goes my hunger. So let's see what happens. You can see you can eat this really fast. And then the regeneration and absorption shows up on the right side. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Also, please do leave a like. That way I know you guys want more content. Basically this whole series. Um, I'm not exactly sure what I might be doing in the future. Maybe custom entities, blocks, biomes, basically anything really. The custom entities and biomes, I could tell you that will take maybe more than one episode. I will probably have to break it down to like 10 parts if I'm gonna be honest with you. But everything else should be by pretty quickly. Um, and so yeah, guys, you guys have a good day. Um, and enjoy your quarantine.